finishing up Hannah Week on the Jumpstart. We've been looking at a woman named Hannah who just sort of pops up for a couple chapters. She's a woman who's not able to have kids, and then she promises God that if she'll have a kid, she'll give that son back to God to be raised as a priest. And he follows through. God gives her a child, and she gives the child to God. And then she does the amazing thing of actually rejoicing about the fact that God gave her a child that she could give back to him. Spoiler, she does get more kids later. But there's something that happens in the song she sings to God that I want to hit, and it says, "For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's; on them He has set the world." And when we read stuff like that as modern Americans, we can look at that and go, "Oh, that's kind of weird. The foundations of the earth are the Lord's," because that's not really good science. The earth is spinning in space, not set on a foundation. And I'm actually going to do a series coming up where we're going to look at how we can help understand how, when the Bible says something that doesn't seem to match science, how we can reconcile the two, or how we can live with both. But today I want to just say something else about that, because it may or may not be good science to say the foundation of the earth are the Lord's and on Him He has set the world. It may or may not be good physics, but it's a great truth. And it might be a truth that you're needing right now. Because sometimes the world gets really chaotic, it gets really crazy, bad things happen, really bad things happen, confusing things happen. And to remind yourself that the earth rests on His foundations is a good idea. There was a song, it was written in the 20s, but it was made a hit in the early 60s, late 70s, something like that, called "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands." And that one is definitely really bad physics and really great truth. So as you go into this weekend, your life may seem a little chaotic, it may seem a little crazy, but remember, God's got the whole thing in His hands, under His control. It may or may not be good science, but it's a great truth. And that's today's Jumpstart.